I really want to come up with good questions when I'm communicating with people to be able to get to the truth. So communication is that second piece in always increasing the level of communication. I was reading a study where out of, I think it was the Leadership Challenge with Kouzes and Posner, I'm not exactly sure, but it was a major study on leadership and organizational change. And what they found was that out of all the time spent on managing a change in the company or implementing a change, only 1/2 of 1% of the time was spent in communicating what was going on with people. Okay, so however you're communicating, significantly increase it, and that'll go a long way to helping you create a better environment. Come up with really good questions. Ask people things like, what is it that you think is the most valuable part of the contribution you make to the company? I want to get them thinking about what are the things that they do, the behaviors they engage in, and what's the impact, and link that to the outcomes and performance. And get a sense for where they think they are. Because a lot of times, we have a perception of where we think the employee is, but we don't really endeavor to find out where is it that they think that they are. I would also like to ask questions like, what are the things that I can do to be of best support to you in the role you play in the company? What do you expect from me and from our team? And one of my favorite questions I like to ask employees is, how do we make $1? It's amazing how few employees actually know how your company makes money. They really don't understand what it takes to make money. So one of the activities that I like to take people through is on a whiteboard, draw out a basic profit and loss statement of kind of where the money comes from, your salary expenses. Most people are shocked at how much salaries are in a business, and show them the real numbers. Okay, percentages can be good, but dollar figures really resonate and connect with people. And then other expenses, and show what's left over, and then turn it back on them and ask, if you were the CEO of the day, what are the things that you would do to build this organization, to inspire the workforce, to improve morale, to improve communication, whatever the issues are that you're dealing with. Ask them what they would do. You can put them in groups, have them individually come up with ideas, but it sort of creates a whole different level of ownership in the company when they really imagine, if I really was the main leader in this company, what would I do? And that opens up a whole lot of doors. The third piece to creating engagement relates to involving people in decisions. Involve your employees at all levels of the organization. Now, I don't mean make it like a complete democratic society where they're voting on every decision that you make. What I mean is involve them through communication. Ask them what they think about change initiatives that are going on. I did a strategic planning session with an organization, and part of what I proposed that we ended up doing was I wanted to have meetings with the employees, and this was 350 employees. I wanted to have meetings with them along the process, so that when we had our initial meeting, I met with employees and said, here's what we found in our initial assessment. What are the other ideas that you think maybe we should also consider? What are your thoughts about this? Now, the senior leadership team had ultimate decision on what we do and what we talk about, but everybody in the company had an opportunity to contribute. So ask for their advice, ask what they think, and make it clear. You can't do things, you can't take every suggestion and implement it, and that's not the point of it. It's about getting their input and advice and just involving them in the process. Also, trust your people. You hired them, and that takes a certain amount of responsibility. So if something's not working out, look at the process that you use to bring them on the company, so that those kind of maybe hiring mistakes don't happen in the future, or that there's a coaching plan or something you can develop to improve those relationships. Get feedback from employees as much as you can before you implement a change initiative, just to make sure that there's nothing that you have forgotten. So we've kind of covered a few of the areas why people become disengaged, okay? And then looking at it in your own organization, come up with the different areas that will help you create a respectful environment, that will improve communication, and that will create involvement from people at all levels in the organization. I'm going to go ahead and include our contact information here, so you'll be able to go to the website, which is www.profitablepeopleinc.com. You can look at our blog posts. We're regularly putting information out there. You can also find us on iTunes. You can find us on YouTube by searching the Profitable People Inc. channel, and you can always reach me at 502-262-9904. I really would love to hear your feedback about ways that you engage people in the workforce, questions you have, comments, because the goal of to me, these kind of videos and the podcast that I do is to start the conversation. But I really want you to pick up the conversation and share your comments, ideas, and questions and suggestions, so that we can really gain from the expertise and wisdom of the community. So I wanted to thank you for participating in this video, and always remember that this truly is your opportunity for success, so capture it.